Love stories in anime often sparkle under bright lights, but some glow quietly in the dark, overlooked, unspoken, unforgettable. These are the ones that don't shout with grand gestures, but whisper with real emotion. Tonight, we're uncovering 10 underrated romance anime you probably missed, but will never forget. Number 10. Scum's Wish. Scum's Wish is one of those stories that looks soft on the surface, but hits you deep inside once you start watching. It is not a fairy tale romance. It shows how love can be twisted, confusing, and painfully real. The characters are young, lonely, and lost in their feelings. They reach out to each other, not out of perfect love, but out of need, emptiness, and fear of being alone. Every scene feels raw and honest. The emotions are not exaggerated. The silence between two characters says more than any dialogue could. This story asks what happens when love is one-sided and how far a person will go just to feel wanted. You will not walk away smiling, but you will walk away thinking. It is a mirror to the darker side of affection and the fragile hearts behind it. Number 9. Bloom Into You. Bloom Into You is quiet, reflective, and full of emotion that builds slowly. It follows a girl who has never felt the kind of love others describe, and another who seems to understand her confusion. Their bond grows naturally, with every smile, glance, and quiet pause carrying weight. It is not about instant attraction. It is about discovering love in your own way and time. The pacing is slow but meaningful. It shows how love can exist in small gestures and honest conversations. Each episode feels like a page from a diary, full of uncertainty but also hope. The story explores identity and emotion with gentle care, showing that love is not always easy to define, but always worth understanding. Number 8. Say I Love You. Say I Love You is the kind of romance that grows from pain. It begins with a quiet girl who has been betrayed before and no longer trusts anyone. When she meets a boy who refuses to give up on her, everything begins to change. Their relationship is not perfect, but that is what makes it believable. They both learn to open up little by little. The series beautifully captures the first time you trust someone again, the fear of getting hurt, and the courage it takes to say what you really feel. Every small step forward feels like a victory. The characters are awkward, flawed, and completely human. It is a story that makes you remember what it feels like to be seen for the first time. Number 7. Orange Orange is a story that mixes love, friendship, and regret in the most touching way possible. It begins when a girl receives a letter from her future self, warning her about the things she wishes she could change. Among them is a boy who hides his sadness behind a smile. As the story unfolds, the group of friends work together to save him from a fate none of them can bear to imagine. The beauty of Orange lies in its emotional honesty. It teaches how even small acts of kindness can change someone's world. It also reminds us that sometimes the person who laughs the most is the one hurting the deepest. It is not just about romance, it is about empathy, courage, and the importance of being there for someone when they need it most. Number 6. Golden Time. Golden Time moves beyond the high school love stories and shows romance in the chaos of adulthood. It follows Bonri, a college student struggling with memory loss, and Kuko, a girl who loves with everything she has. Their relationship is full of laughter, confusion, and heartbreak. It captures how complicated love becomes when the past refuses to let go. The story explores the idea of identity, how our memories shape who we are, and what happens when those memories fade. It is emotional, realistic, and often bittersweet. You can feel the tension between who Bonri was and who he wants to be. Every choice feels heavy, and every scene carries meaning. It is a love story that feels alive, unpredictable, and painfully human. Number 5. ReLIFE. ReLIFE is more than just a story about going back to school. It is about second chances and rediscovering what you have lost. A man who failed to find his place in adult life gets the chance to relive his high school years through an experiment. At first, it feels like an escape, but slowly it becomes a lesson about growth, friendship, and the fleeting nature of youth. The love that forms here is soft and genuine. It is not rushed or forced. It grows out of shared struggles and understanding. The show reminds us that it is never too late to start again, even when life feels heavy. The characters learn that youth is not just an age, but a state of heart, and sometimes all we need is one more chance to get things right. Number 4. Kimi ni Todoke. Kimi ni Todoke moves with a quiet rhythm that feels almost like turning the pages of an old diary. Sawako's world opens slowly, and every new connection feels earned. You see how a single act of kindness can change the way someone sees themselves. The show treats every emotion with respect, never rushing anything, never forcing drama. As you watch, you start to notice how gentle the characters are even when they stumble. Their small misunderstandings feel real because they come from fear, not cliches. The friendships that form around Sawako feel warm in a simple, human way. The story sits with the idea that kindness is powerful, even when it goes unnoticed. The more the show slows down, the more you feel it. Number 3. My Little Monster. My Little Monster jumps between chaos and sweetness like a heartbeat. Every interaction between Haru and Shizuku feels alive, a mix of confusion and curiosity. Their clashing personalities create moments that are funny, but also surprisingly honest. You can see how both of them fight their own battles, even while trying to understand each other. The anime shows how people who seem wrong for each other can still fit in the most unexpected ways. You start to see how Haru's wildness hides a deep loneliness, and how Shizuku's calm hides fears she never expresses. Every episode gives you one more reason to root for them, even when they don't know what they're doing. The show's charm comes from the way it mixes humor with sincerity without pretending life is simple. Number 2. Just Because captures that quiet moment right before life changes and you don't know if you're ready. The characters move through their days with a mix of hope and hesitation, trying to hold on to memories that feel like they're slipping away. Nothing in this story is exaggerated. The feelings are soft, almost whispered, but they stay with you. You see how the smallest choices can shift someone's entire future. A message sent too late, a look that lingers, a chance meeting at the corner of a hallway. The show builds tension not with loud scenes, but with long pauses that say everything the characters can't. Every character has a dream they're chasing and a fear holding them back. The anime is honest about how fragile timing can be and how powerful a single honest moment becomes when you finally face it. Number 1. Tsuki ga Kirei. Tsuki ga Kirei holds your attention with the smallest details: a hand hovering but not touching, a message typed and erased, a heartbeat that feels too loud. The love story grows so naturally that you almost forget you're watching fiction. You can feel how carefully the two leads try to understand each other without rushing anything. The show gives weight to the moments most stories skip: the awkward silences, the gentle misunderstandings, the quiet afternoons when nothing happens but everything feels different. The pacing mirrors real life so closely that it sometimes feels like you're reliving a moment you didn't know you missed. The series never tries to impress with flash. It stays grounded, gentle, and honest. When it ends, it leaves you with a feeling that's hard to describe. Love is not always about perfection. It is about connection, growth, and the quiet moments that stay with us long after they are gone. These anime remind us that the best stories are often the ones no one talks about. They may not have explosions or dramatic twists, but they carry emotions that feel real. If one of these stories touched your heart, let it stay with you. Maybe it reminded you of someone, or maybe it simply made you believe in love again. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep discovering the hidden gems that deserve more love. Subscribe for more cinematic anime journeys and stories that move your heart.